How much should you spend on the first date? Ready? Okay, $10. Okay, I know these are Thai baht, and here it's more like 100 baht, which is about $3, but whatever it takes to buy 1 cup of coffee. That's it. And I'll tell you why. Because nothing tells a woman that you don't have much to offer as far as your personality or character. You obviously can't have an engaging, interesting conversation. You have nothing funny to say, nothing interesting to say. And that's why you are ready to fork over cash to her so she doesn't leave. And granted, most, if not all, American single women are now that way, but we have a word for it, you know. It escapes me right now, but I think it rhymes with a schmrostitute. But anyway, it will come to me later. And I know what American and Western women are whispering into your ear. Don't be cheap. Why would I want to go out with a man who cannot afford me? And that, my friends, is exactly why. Because the majority of Western women are now prostitutes. Oh, there you go. I remembered the word. It is a reality. So when a woman requires you to fork over money to her for her time and services, why would you want to date a hoe? And if you do, well, then don't lie to yourself and call it a relationship, and don't call her a girlfriend or wife. She is a, very expensive subscription prostitute. And again, there's nothing wrong with it as long as we're just calling things what they are. Because a girl who's genuinely interested in you is perfectly fine with a cup of coffee and a walk in a park, because that's all you really need to be able to get to know each other. And if that is not enough, then maybe her goal is something else. And if you want to flex your success, maybe your money a little bit, you don't need to actually do it by showing her and giving her the money. She will be able to tell by the way you talk, the way you dress, the type of a car you arrive in, and your answer to the question, what do you do for a living? But your money should stay in your pocket, at least on the first date. Now, as I mentioned, that unfortunately, looking for a good traditional girl in America or any other Western country is a moot point, unfortunately, because most of them are, the only chance you have as a Western man, if you do want to date a traditional girl, is to get the fuck out of there and come to a country like this in Southeast Asia or South America, and essentially start over. Because now this is not all going to be roses and kittens here. There's definitely some nuances to dating, and there's plenty of women who would still take advantage of most Western men who come here and still simp. But at least here you have a chance. And I do have to say that just being away from Western women is already just a weight off your shoulder. I rarely am face-to-face or around Western women, and I was just at the mall meeting my friend, and it was a pretty westernized touristy mall. And every time a Western woman walked by me, just seeing the entitled look on their faces, or even just hearing to their loud, obnoxious, combative voices, just made me spasm. So just for not having that feeling, you're much better off coming here, and I will help you. Just go to themillionmanproject.com, and that's where I have outlined step-by-step instructions on what kind of women are even available to you, because a lot of you don't even know what a good woman is anymore, especially the younger generation. How to pick the country where you will most likely to find a woman that you want, and how to actually make that transition. And if you do, I gotta tell you, I promise you this is going to be one of the best decisions you have ever made for yourself.